The concept of inherent wisdom is actually from the master himself, and he started the class called Developing Inherent Wisdom. But it has a deep philosophical grounding lies really at the heart of Buddhism. And what it's saying is replicating the Buddhist statement upon his enlightenment. All beings have this enlightened nature. All can realize this enlightened state. That being the case, then the approach to learning has to be from the inside out and not just from the outside in. Because the goal then is to catalyze or to open up that potential in each student or each person. Therefore, the content and the conveyance of that content has to be done in such a way that it actually engages, or as the master would say, it develops or unleashes that inherent capacity to know and to know deeply. So here then, developing inherent wisdom means you're teaching people not what to think, but how to think. The method was dialogical. It was to question and to question and question. We'd often ask Sherpa a question thinking, oh, we're being impolite. And he would say, no, your problem is you're not asking enough, and you're not asking deeply enough. So we were pushed to ask again and again and again. And if you look at the early teachings of the Buddha, almost all of them are dialogues. They're not discourses. They're dialogues of question and answer between the student and the teacher. So the developing inherent wisdom is not only deeply Buddhist, intrinsically Buddhist, but it has probably the best Western parallel. Socrates was dialogues. Plato said all learning is remembering. So again, you have these parallels. So the blending of Eastern and Western, not just text but methodologies, should produce people that when they graduate feel confident without being arrogant, feel curious, and yet have methods to pursue that curiosity that keep them within humane and moral dimensions that not only develop themselves, but also include the development of their communities and the entire world. So this is really where the developing inherent wisdom comes from, and why the knowledge practice thing is so important to integrate.